Hi guys, welcome again to Learning TWI, the fun way with TWI Junior Pro. My name is Akwamma, and for today's lesson we have 3 people that needed something translated. And the very first person that needed something translated was Jossiah. Jossiah, thanks again for your continued support. And this is what Jossiah wanted to find out. So Jossiah wanted to find out if there was another way of saying I'm on holiday. So he sent in Meredi Akwamma. Right? Akwamma in TWI is literally, well, usually reserved for students, meaning holidays, right? So if you want to say I'm on holiday as a student, you say Mama Kwine. Again, Mama Kwine, right? Now, as an individual saying I'm on holiday, Meredi Akwamma wouldn't work. The best way I can think of, and I'm not saying this is the only way, if there's somebody who knows a better way of saying I'm on holiday in TWI, right? As a person, not as a student, right? Please put it in the comment section. What I could think of was Meregye mahome. Again, Meregye mahome. But when it's written, to be written as Meregye mahome, right? So that literally translated is I'm resting, or I'm taking a break, or I'm taking some rest, which in turn means I'm on holiday, because people usually go on holiday to get rest, in short, right? Jossiah, I hope that helped, right? And as I said, if anyone knows how to say, or the proper way of saying I'm on holiday in TWI as an individual but not as a student, please put in the comment section. I want to know as well, right? Now, the second person that needed something translated was Ju. Ju, thanks again for your continued support. And this is what Ju wanted to find out. So Ju wanted to find out the meaning of Akɛseɛ. Again, Akɛseɛ, right? So the best way that I could actually do this is put it in a sentence, but Akɛseɛ literally means big things or big ones, right? So in a sentence, if I want to say the tomatoes are big, I would say Ntoosi no ye Akɛseɛ. So again, Ntoosi no ye Akɛseɛ. But if I would say Ntoosi no ye kɛseɛ, what I'm trying to say is the tomatoes, the specific one, right, is big. So again, Ntoosi no ye kɛseɛ is the tomatoes is big. And if I say Ntoosi no ye Akɛseɛ, I'm saying the tomatoes are big. Ju, I hope that was helpful. And thanks again for your continued support. Now, the next person that needed something translated was Daniel. Daniel, thanks again for your continued support. And this is what Daniel wanted to know. The very first thing that Daniel wanted to know was, why do you sound like that? Now, why do you sound like that literally is contextual depending on what you're trying to say, right? So I thought of 2 ways of representing why do you sound like that in TWI, right? So assuming somebody is saying or speaking in a certain way, right? So in TWI, that can be said as Adɛn na worekasa saa. Again, Adɛn na worekasa saa. But usually when you speak it, you don't put a re. So it would be Adɛn na worekasa saa. Again, Adɛn na worekasa saa. One last time, Adɛn na worekasa saa, which literally translated is, why are you speaking or saying whatever you're saying that way? So in short, why are you speaking that way? Which in turn can represent, why do you sound like that? Now, the second scenario is assuming you're someone, right? Now, the person is not whispering, but speaking underneath their breath, usually saying that they are not loud, so they're whispering, so to speak, right? And you can hear what they're saying, right? One can say in TWI, Adɛn na worebɔ hwene. Again, Adɛn na worebɔ hwene. But when it's written to be Adɛn na worebɔ hwene. Again, Adɛn na worebɔ hwene. But when spoken, it would be Adɛn na wobɔ hwene, which is, why are you speaking under your breath, or why are you whispering? Which in turn could mean, why do you sound like that? Daniel, I hope that helped. Now, the next thing that Daniel wanted to know was, why do you sound tired, or why do you sound sad? So let's tackle the first one, which is, why do you sound tired? Now, why do you sound tired in TWI can be said as, Adɛn na wayɛ wo ho sɛ wabrɛ. Again, Adɛn na wayɛ wo ho sɛ wabrɛ. One last time, Adɛn na wayɛ wo ho sɛ wabrɛ. Now, for the second part is, why do you sound sad in TWI can be said as, Adɛn na wayɛ sɛ wore aho. Again, Adɛn na wayɛ sɛ wore aho. One last time, Adɛn na wayɛ sɛ wore aho. Areho is sadness, right? Now, the next thing that Daniel wanted to know was, Daniel wanted to know how to say didn't say that in TWI and also have it in a sentence. right? So now, didn't say that in TWI is mankasa, but literally translated mankasa is I didn't say that, right? If I want to say the person didn't say that, I'll say wankasa, right? So mankasa is I didn't say that, right? So in a sentence, if I want to say he is lying, I didn't say that, I would say obwa mankasa. Again, obwa is the person's lying. Mankasa is I didn't say that. One last time. Obwa mankasa. Now the next thing that Daniel wanted to know was, so Daniel wanted to know how to say when in TWI, because when he says it around Ghanaians, right, they tell him that it's wrong because he uses dabeng as when, right? Remember, when represents time in TWI. So the best way to say when in TWI is mre. Again, mre. One last time, mre. Now the next thing that Daniel wanted to know was, Daniel wanted to know if wayamao meant I've done it for you, right? Now in TWI, wayamao is has the person done it for you. So has he or she done it for you? Wayamao. Again, wayamao means has the person, which in this case would be has he or she done it for you. Daniel, I hope that was helpful. Now the next thing that Daniel wanted to know was, I will deal with you. Now I will deal with you, well, roughly can be said in two ways in TWI, right? Now the first way of saying I will deal with you is Meredi uhuejuma. Again, Meredi uhuejuma. One last time, Meredi uhuejuma, right? And the second way one can actually say that is Mechre upa, which in English would be I'll show you, which also I guess one can say it as I'll deal with you. So again, Mechre upa. One last time, Mechre upa. Now the next thing that Daniel wanted to know was, so Daniel wanted to know what sewukika actually means in English, right? Now sewukika in English means if you bite. Again, if you bite. Sewukika in English is if you bite. Kika is basically bite. So the next thing that Daniel wanted to know was how to say both of them or both of you. Now that in TWI can be said as omo. That's for both of them. Omo, both of them. One last time. Omo, both of them. Now, mu is both of you. Mu is both of you. Again, mu is both of you. The next thing that Daniel wanted to know was, I am not lying. Now, from the top of my head, I can think of 4 ways of saying I am not lying, right? The very first way of saying I'm not lying is miniatro. Again, miniatro. One last time. Miniatro. Mini nkontompo. Again, mini nkontompo. One last time. Mini nkontompo. But remember, when it's written, it will be mirini atro and mirini nkontompo, right? Now the third way one can actually say that is mincha tro. Again, mincha tro. And the fourth way one can actually say that is mirincha nkontompo. Again, mirincha nkontompo. One last time, mirincha nkontompo. Remember, one can either put the re or not, but when it's written, you have to put the re. When vocalizing it, you don't have to. And the last thing that Daniel wanted to find out was, I am feeling great. Now, I am feeling great. From the top of my head, I can think of 3 ways of saying I am feeling great. And the first way one can actually say that is mihuye pa. Again, mihuye pa. Now, mihuye pa literally translated is I'm very well, which in turn can mean I am doing great. Now, the second way one can actually say that is meregye pa, which is I'm very excited, which also means, well, which could also mean I'm feeling great. Again, meregye pa. One last time, meregye pa. And the last way one can actually say that is mimpomiye. Again, mimpomiye. One last time, mimpomiye, which is basically my well-being is fine. Again, mimpomiye. Guys, that's it for this week's lesson. I just want to thank the 3 of you, Jossiah, Jewel, and Daniel, for your continued support. I really, really appreciate it. And guys, please keep on spreading the word. Let anyone who wants to learn TWI or wants to find out what TWI is about, please come to this channel, and hopefully when they go through the content, they'll enjoy it enough to actually subscribe, right? And remember, guys, if you love the content of the channel, if you've been watching the content all this time and never subscribed, I really appreciate you. But it would be great if you actually click on the like button for any of the videos that you like. Click on the subscribe button and click on the bell button for future notifications. And remember, guys, if you love the content itself, right, and you want to learn TWI quicker, right, please get the TWI Junior Pro app. It's on Google Store. With that and this channel, you learn TWI quicker. Guys, please do take good care of yourself. With lots of love from me, Kwesi. See you next week. Bye.